Good morning, everybody. Oh, I guess the live button is now. Good morning.
There it went.
Welcome to the Morning Glory Podcast, everybody. Today is episode 54 of the Morning Glory Podcast, and today's episode is free. That's right. For all you,
free.
That's right. It's free. And we're deciding to make the Morning Glory Podcast free on Saturday mornings because I'm joined by two Patreon members of mine and your new co-host for Saturday morning. So please welcome, first of all, DaytonJay. What's going on, bud?
Great stuff. Trying to control the kids, making sure they're not breaking their necks.
What's up, Rayshawn?
And well, we've got RayRoc in the bill. What's going on, bud?
Hey, brother.
Hey. I see you guys are twinsies today when it comes to the shirts.
Dude, this happens so much it's retarded. I mean, ridiculous. Sorry.
Oh, my word, my dog.
Heidi, shut up.
Heidi, this way.
So you better get used to this, everybody. Every Saturday mornings, you're gonna hear Heidi from DaytonJay. lot of distractions, but no, it's a fun group together. How's the week been for you guys?
It started.
I guess. Sorry, the week.
It's always interesting up here, brother. Always.
It was actually. If you guys don't follow RayRoc's Twitter account, you really should. Because the fact, like, what? Okay, so I saw a video of, I've seen a lot of weird things, and if you guys don't know RayRoc, he gets a lot of guests at his place, don't you?
To say the least, I really do. But that particular video, and I really don't like to tag, people anymore, but this was just something. But I tried my best to count, and if I wasn't mistaken, there was 32 of each, turkey and deer, running around. I mean, there was squirrel and other things, but to see that, and me, my dumb ass, I see this big old puffed out turkey,
Yeah, he looked pretty angry.
Well, he was. I didn't know that. They're like peacocks. When they spread out like that, it means back the fuck up.
Yeah, that's a wild turkey too, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to see where it is, if I can remember where it was on Twitter. Trying to put it up here so people can probably see what it's like in your building. But if you guys should really go check out his Twitter account, because when I saw it, usually when he posts videos like this, he has like 10 deer around him, kind of thing, right?
Typically, there's always. Oh, like as I'm looking out my window right now, there's two hanging around looking at me because, like, in the mornings, my routine, I get up, I practice,
Right.
As soon as they hear noise, here they come.
That's fat. Wow. So you can literally open your window right now, and two of them are looking through the window.
Oh, it is, and that's exactly what we're doing as we're speaking right now. That's exactly what's happening.
What?
Now we'll just start grouping together. It's like my own little concert back here, Like I'm practicing, and they just, what's up, RayRoc?
I'm trying to get the screen up here. There it is. Share. With Google Hangouts, I'm trying to get used to it. But there it is. You guys see it on Google Hangouts?
I see. Nah, not on Hangouts. I got you on. Hey, look at that pretty face.
Wow. Sorry.
Oh, they're good. I got to be honest with you. This is the first time I'm ever using Hangouts.
Oh, sorry. I have no idea if you guys can see this or not. Wow. Oh, oops. I did not mean to do that. Sorry, guys.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah. I can retweet it. I'll retweet the video so it goes back up to the top.
You guys should really go check out his Twitter account, because everywhere it's just turkeys and deer in this video. It's ridiculous.
Actually,
so if you like David Attenborough, then you'll like Ray.
Nobody likes me.
No, you're a big popular guy. For me, I don't think we have too many animals that come near me. I mean, we had a homeless person. That's kind of
that counts. I'm kidding. Homeless people are people too.
They came up and they knocked on the door and they're like, "There's a lot of ice here. Can I chop your ice and have some money?" kind of thing. So apparently, yeah. So it's like apparently my buddy's like, "Yeah, go for it." So the guy starts chopping ice, and get this: when you're in a driveway, if you have snow. If you're trying to get back up, you want to try and chop off the ice where the wheels don't roll on, right?
Exactly.
So this guy doesn't even think about that, and he just chops in the middle of the driveway, like just all he did was in the middle of the fucking driveway. That's all he did. He didn't chop the sides or anything where the wheels roll out of the driveway where it's slippery and shit. He just
seriously.
Yeah, so he just basically chopped in the middle where it's completely useless.
Who does that?
Out of all places that he wanted to do it. So he just like gave him $5 and just sent him on his way kind of thing. So
$5, that must be nice.
Well, bus he wanted to take the bus, so
it cost $60 to get. Well, see, my driveway is legitimately. I limped it off one time. It's all right. It's 140-yard. It's a legit NFL-sized driveway.
Oh, okay. So I relate to it. I've been in a house similar to a really long driveway.
I ain't shoveling that.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to those kind of driveways, what do you do?
Well, there's a guy that comes around and does, certain properties, and he knows I got a busted ankle, so he, I would like be nice if he did me a solid and, just charge like maybe 40 or 30 or something like that. I get it's a lot of, shit to play all, but
yeah. No, I mean, for me, you probably just get. I think when I used to live in a house like that, my father just bought cat litter, and he just like a bunch of cat litter and put
it works great.
Yeah, it does. All along, it just it helps actually. So,
fucks your car up, but it worked great.
Dayton, do you do any shoveling with the snow out there?
We don't get a great deal of snow over here, despite what people think.
Really?
Yeah, really. Maybe a couple of days a year or something like that. But I'm just sat here listening to you two talking how Coop, you've lived in a house with a 140-foot driveway, and Ray does. I'm just thinking how the other half live.
Like I was a kid when I was like 7 or 8 years old when I had a house like that. All I know is I would right now be totally taking advantage of making as much money as possible right now. So, that's all.
Yeah, I need to do that. I'm actually thinking of moving out to Ray's just to shovel the snow.
Dude, I'd much rather give you the money than this idiot. He don't even do a decent job, man.
Hopefully he's not watching this podcast.
I don't care. Mario, if you're hearing me, go. Am I allowed to curse on this?
Did you just bleep yourself? That's great. I don't know if we're allowed to curse or not. I don't think YouTube allows it too much, but whatever.
I'm having one of them mornings. It's been a very busy morning for me.
Yeah, no, I had to apologize because, like, usually last time we did a podcast, they're sending me a bunch of tweets to wake me up in the morning. So this morning,
wake me up this morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. You ready, boys? I'm like, say what now?
3 hours before. No, I actually got sick last night. I must admit, I had a little bit. I woke up a little bit early. It was a Friday night. I was with a couple of friends. We were just playing some games, and I just had a little bit too much, so I got a little bit sick this morning, but not bad. But yeah, that's actually why I was up so early. That's why.
Oh, I just figured you were up from last night, ready to rock at 6.
No. I went to bed, 9:30, 10. I tried watching some Ring of Honor wrestling, and then I just passed out. So,
all right. Speaking of that, I got a really, well, they say there's no such thing as a stupid question, but all right, WWE Monday and Tuesday, boom, it's on USA.
Oh, okay. Is it? I thought it already was.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. But you said you were watching Ring of Honor, and I hear people watching New Japan. Like, where do you find this at on? Is it on TV, or do you got to like go?
Ring of Honor, I watch a lot because it's free. You can just watch it on Fight TV. It's a website or an app that you can just watch from anywhere. Ring of Honor is absolutely free. It's just on a website called Fight or an app, I think it's called. Okay. But yeah, and you watch it every Monday for free. I think it starts at 7. I think it starts at 7 Eastern. So
7. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm assuming PM. Yes.
Yes, PM. No, I know you guys are wearing the DX jerseys right there. So why don't we talk a little bit about it? I mean,
that was not planned, by the way. That was absolutely not planned by any means. No, it just came up in rotation.
This is what happens with me and Ray. It's like literally, I think authority says it. It pretty much every day.
It's weird, man. It's really weird.
Well, WrestleMania is coming up soon. I mean, like, have you guys been happy with the year in WWE so far? Or?
I can't complain.
Yeah. See, you know what? Being like a fan of WWE for so long, it's like even the weeks that people will say are not so good, I still sit there and I enjoy it because I don't know. I love it. It's like an unconditional thing. So like I'm immediately biased when it comes to WWE. So I think I put an extra W in that there.
I'll tune in from time to time when it comes to the pay-per-views and that, and go on the WWE Network and that. It's just sometimes they just piss me off too much. They do. That's why I go to Ring of Honor, where I just watch the actual wrestling part instead of the entertainment part. Because most of the time, I like watching actually like the art of wrestling, right? If you're there for entertainment, where every show it ends with a climax of either pissing people off most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how we get.
I mean, there's certain my biggest problem, honestly, is like big match shows. Like all right, Roman came back, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
And they got the Shield back together, but the problem is I'm afraid that they're gonna have Brock and Roman again at WrestleMania, and it sucks because all the stuff that he's been through, if they do that match, in my opinion anyway, it's just going to be like, man, this is a broken record. We've seen this a million times, and although WWE knows the outcome, so do we. We know Roman's getting the title back somehow.
Right.
But
if they're going to do that, make sure the guy is 100% healthy first.
I feel like they rushed it. I don't know, 4 months to beat leukemia. I just don't want the dude, for not as a wrestler, just as a human being, as equals. I just want him to be healthy and not rush back into anything. You understand? Like, right. I just don't want to see him get hurt. Because these guys, all professional wrestlers. When you hear wrestling's fake, it's like you try, walking in their shoes for a month, and people are gonna bail out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's a lot of. Even though they're professional, stuff happens. Day knows this better than anybody because he's doing it right now. You could take a fall the wrong way, and it could be the simplest thing. Mm-hmm. And look how Dale Earnhardt Sr. died. It looked like a typical crash. Lights out.
Yep. It's no, you are wrestling right now, Dayton. So tell us a little bit about that. Too.
Well, I'm doing as much. I'm doing as much as I can. Like at the moment, like my finances kind of hold me back. So right. Like I might be getting booked for shows and stuff and things like that. But when it comes to childcare and then the travel and everything like that, sometimes I just can't make it. So I should be doing more right now, but Unfortunately, I'm not, but I'll get through it. I'll find a way somehow. It might take a bit of time.
You're in a very similar situation with me when it comes to financially and trying to do stuff that you want to do as an artist. Right? It's really expensive.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like, I just hope that when, you know, like if say I can't make a show, they don't doubt my heart for it, because you know, like at the end of the day, they're the people who are running these shows. They're there to make money, and
yep, it's a business.
So straight away, if someone that they want to book can't make it, they'll frown upon you. That they might not necessarily look at the situation because they don't actually care. But that's just from my personal experience up to now. You know, like it is tough. It's tough to get through. You know, like there's so many up and coming wrestlers and people wanting to do this as a dream or whatever, and it's not just about what you do in the ring. You know, it's a lot. But like Ray was saying about walking a month in their shoes or a mile in their shoes, it's not just the pain, because it does hurt. You know, there's, you know, even when you take a bump or something, all it takes is for that ring to be set up a little bit stiff, and that wins you. You can't catch your breath. So like you have to rely on every single other person in that show to make sure it goes right.
Yeah,
exactly.
And people do get hurt. I mean, even the running of the ropes, you know, your body has to get used to that, because, you know, like I remember day one when he said, right, okay, run the ropes. I came home and I had bruises right across my back and right across my kidneys.
Wow.
That, you know, it's these people are putting their body. Yeah, these people putting their bodies on the line day in, day out. And whether you like them or not, you should respect them, because there's so many risks. You know, it's like one tiny little slip up in communication could mean you've got a broken neck.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, that's what I did learn is, like, from these like past couple of years trying to be a wrestler and live my dream, is just how much respect I have for the people at the top of the game. Mm-hmm. It's like people watch it on TV and think, oh, well, I can do that. I say, yeah, well, you just try it. You just try it. Yeah. Try it. Yeah, exactly.
It's the exact same thing with stand-up comedy, man. All of you on here on YouTube that make these YouTube videos, and it's so easy to get views. Good for you. But if you think you're a comedian as just a basic YouTuber, go to your local stand-up comedy show. Try your jokes that you try on YouTube. You're gonna get a different reaction. I guarantee it. Because to me, when nothing's a real joke unless you tell it on stage. That is the only way for me to find out if something's funny. So that is why I have to go and tell my jokes on the stage to find out if they're funny. Right? It's before I actually did stand up. That's what I did. I did YouTube videos, and I thought I was just being funny and just making sketches and that. But no, it was entirely different when I started doing stand up comedy. I've respected comedians way more now. So if to people to understand the feeling of what people or artists struggling what they try and do.
Coop, if I may, like what you do, getting up on stage like that, I mean, that takes balls, you know? Mm-hmm. And to revert back to our first original podcast, we did it on account of when Twitter karaoke was at its peak.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the point of it, is to not say grow balls, but get comfortable of, you know, just putting yourself out there and being yourself, you know what I mean? But what you're doing, that's a whole nother level, you know what I mean? To get up there, be funny, you know what I mean? Articulate your jokes, you know, and send a punchline across, you know? Just like anything with talent, takes practice, repetition, and like I said last week, you know, I mean, just it's great, dude, you know? Like, I want to see the Coop Harrison HBO special, so.
Yeah.
You're young enough, brother. You remind me of a Jim Jeffries type, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. I love Jim. Jim Jeffries. Yeah, I was thinking Jim Gaffigan for a second. Jim Gaffigan is way too Christian.
Nah, Jim Jeffries is hilarious.
Yeah, he's the. Now, I haven't really been into his newer stand-up specials because they're more storytelling-wise. Yeah. But I liked his original one that he did for Netflix. That one was good.
Yeah. Oh, my God, yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of text notifications right now. Sorry, that's my fault as a host.
Do y'all thing. I talk all day long.
No. I just shut the thing off. That was me being a bad host. That's all. But yeah, no, you guys, for all those who are watching on YouTube, go check out patreon.com/CoopTheComedian where you can see all my stand-up sets. And I did one on Thursday at a hot sauce store. So that's where the location was. If you guys saw it, it was a hot sauce store.
I woke up that morning as first thing I watched. I swear, I forget if I commented on your actual Patreon or the actual YouTube video.
Yeah, you did on Patreon.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people like that set. So I was really
happy. Good. It went over, especially the new material. It was in a short amount of time. You had to rehearse those. Mm-hmm. As you were crunching all you hear is crunch, crunch, crunch with every step. I'm like, oh God, he's gonna break his friggin' neck.
Unfortunately, the guy that was videotaping it, he put his finger over the mic, so that's why probably when you were watching the middle, it got cut off with the sound. So.
That's all good.
What's going on over there, Dayton?
Just still the kids trying to break their own necks.
Is he trying to get rock climbing into his They're
just both ruthless. They're absolutely ruthless. It's like I thought like with Laura, with her being a girl and with her being a baby, it'd be less ruthlessness, but no.
Where's your lesser half? I mean, better half.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. You're right the second time. Better half. She works Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, so they're my days where I'm completely on my own with the kids and just watching like little Laura beat up Finley. She works. You know, Finley's a big strapping lad, but she doesn't care where she hits him.
I'm in a cloud of smoke in the wrong kind.
Speaking of which, I wanted to get to this quickly. The reason why I was a little bit late coming to the show before, well, I really wasn't, but I dealt with a Twitter response this morning. Apparently, Twitter is
son of a.
And you had a similar situation where you had a Twitter. Your Twitter account was taken, right?
Yeah, it completely. Yep, exactly. I was a robot apparently. I think what it was, I assume what it was I sent out a few like quite quick fire tweets regarding NXT UK.
Right.
And like I'm in the middle of ending another one, and next thing you know, my account gets locked. And basically there was apparent potential automated tweets. Whoa. Which, if anyone ever visited that page of mine, then they would know that I am not a robot.
Yeah, I mean,
the very opposite.
I mean, maybe.
So, yeah, go on.
Did he? Was the forming? Did you use the hashtag?
I did hashtag, but it was the same hashtag I'd been using for the previous 2.5 years.
Yeah. For something like that, did you not contest it?
I did actually. I put in the appeal and everything, and it was over a week, and they still hadn't even got back to the email.
Right. It takes time.
Yeah. Well, so what I thought was, they're not gonna look at this. So I'll set up a new one. So then the second that I set up that new account, I'm in violation of some other Twitter rule, because you basically can't get around the block by setting up a new account. So it's completely shut down now. So now I've had to start again. But
I'll tell you, Twitter is really fucking stupid because it's basically just a robot half the time. RayRoc, are you doing a little mic check there for us?
I'm sorry, what?
Unfortunately, Google Hangout did not get the picture of that. RayRoc was like looking inside, like one of those like little holes on a door that you would look in an apartment kind of thing. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like he's doing right now. But back to the Twitter thing. Twitter is basically a robot where if you have like less than a couple of thousand followers, they are really on your ass with the rules. Once you get over that hump of having more followers, then you have more flexible things that you can do. So that's what I've learned from Twitter in the past. Is I used to have a Twitter account. I started off where I could barely do anything with just a couple hundred. I was limited to people I could follow back, right? So, but once I hit over 2,000, it was starting to be a lot more flexible with me. So maybe it's just when it comes to smaller accounts, they really crack down with the Twitter bot stuff. But it's really stupid. It really is.
Agreed.
See, I actually had a pretty decent following on there. And like anyone who was following me, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like back to day one, you know.
All because Twitter is a stupid bot. That's all.
That's the ironic thing about it, is the fact that they're complaining that automated tweets when it was an automated thing to ban me.
Yeah.
You know what? When you restarted, the way you reformatted your Twitter, you kind of just 180'd it. You know what I mean? It's like when you originally said, if you remember a tweet that you had wrote, faster, better, something along those lines. Like I like how you redid your Twitter. You know what I mean? Like it's easier for me to find your stuff because I could go right to your just straight page and see all your shit instead of going to tweets and replies. And I could do that too because I like to quote you do from like Bruce Lee every day or most days, and stuff like that. Like again, if you want positivity, go shoot over to what's it at Danks Dayton? Is that your handle?
Danks Dayton. Yep.
Do it.
Sure is.
And of course, you got to follow our boy Coop.
Of course. Well, you got to follow everybody here, right? So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's,
why not?
Make sure everybody, shout out to everybody that's in the chat as well. I see Kim is there having a good time. Rayshawn, the other Ray is here as well. What's up, Rayshawn, my boy? Patreon fan live. And anybody else?
Anybody
else that's watching the replay, hopefully you guys can join us every Saturday morning at 9:00 a.m. For live podcasts like this. But yeah,
set your alarms. Set your alarms.
Yeah.
Set your alarms for 6 to 10. We'll be on at some point in between then.
Yeah. Sometimes maybe even a little bit early. But it's a lot of fun. But yeah, no, back to my Twitter thing is this morning I got apparently reported by somebody that works with the NFL because they think I'm copywriting their stuff by talking about it. I don't know what I did. Go ahead, Ray.
Just when you told me, that was the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. Like, really?
Yeah, it's a review show where we just talk about the NFL. We're not breaking any rules at all.
By any means. I've listened to it. I watched it.
Yeah. In fact, I think the reason why they do that is because I use the hashtag. I use the hashtag NFL. And if you use any of those popular ones, you're going to have like an automatic guy from WWE or the NFL, one of these big branded guys that just automatically reports people because they want to own all the money kind of thing.
That's stupid, though, because you're giving them, attention, and it's not like you're shitting on their, crapping on their product.
Right?
Yeah, surely that's the point in a hashtag. So that more people can refer to it, more people can use it.
Exactly.
And plus I've used way more things. Half the time when I'm on Periscope, I'll use the hashtag NFL a bunch of times. And that's kind of automated thing. That's sort of like what Dayton does with the hashtag, right? I don't get reported for that. It's weird. But yeah, no, Twitter sucks. Twitter sucks. I'm really trying to use like Instagram and Snapchat and Periscope things away from Twitter because literally Twitter has not really helped me at all with stuff. It's just a business platform for me to connect with other comedians, kind of thing.
Yeah, so. Twitter's more of a come together platform, you know what I mean? But Instagram's great for that stuff, you know what I mean? You can really like hashtag the hell out of all that, you know what I mean? And you're going to get a lot more attention that way via Instagram versus Twitter.
Well, it's for some reason I'll get a bunch of likes on Instagram, but only 3 likes on Twitter, right? So it's right. It's different if you reach a different audience, right? So it seems I'm not doing a very good job on getting noticed. So I'm using different things to get my jokes up.
Normal.
Had to put his dad pants on for a second.
Definitely had to put the dad pants on. Wow.
This is my podcast today. Anything with you guys this week?
What's up?
Well, my week always consists of dad life. And literally, the literally little angels all week until they decide to do a podcast, and then they start breaking the place. My house is literally broken right now.
My house is broken.
It's just broken. It's broken.
Well, I got as a living the dad life right now. Have you came up with a signature recipe for a meal for your family that you usually eat? Or is it just
as far as what the kids love? It's curry. They absolutely love curry.
Curry.
Oh, I thought you said chlorine. I'm like, you might kill him with that.
I thought you said chlorine. I was like,
that's
wow.
what I thought you
said. That could actually work. That could work.
You heard it first. Feed your kids. Never mind. Sorry. Tasteless joke.
No way it happens. I'm used to it all the time.
Yeah.
See, you have made me say the dreaded word because now Finley's pointing at me as if to say he wants curry tonight. So now I have to make a curry. So thanks for that.
Well, I mean, like curry is. I thought that was just a spice. What do you make in the curry?
Well, it's a jalfrezi curry. So it's basically a spicy tomato and onion-based chicken and rice dish. You know, like a few little extras in there. I'm not giving you my secrets.
Damn.
Smell something.
We'll save that for Patreon. You guys gotta pay for that.
You gotta pay for the recipe.
Yeah, I need some way of making money.
Hey, well, man, I tell you right now, what we do on Patreon, building people. I know a bunch of different people for Patreon. There's girls that just go on Patreon and they get like 2,000 Patreon members.
Holy Christmas!
And fuck, all they ask for is $500 for them to do a 30-minute Skype with people. That's crazy.
Wait, like someone asks for $500 to do a 30-minute call.
Yeah, basically, I'm guessing that it's mostly girls that usually do this, but I'm guessing that the people that pay $500 to do like a 30-minute Skype conversation with them is just them trying to jack off to them every
Yep.
Yeah.
100% of the time.
I mean, that's crazy how girls can just pay, or guys and girls, you pay $500 just to have a 30-minute conversation with something. It's why I wouldn't pay $500 for that, right?
No, we do it for free.
You're telling me you would? Yeah, you wouldn't. You're telling me you wouldn't give me $500 if I get my man boobs out?
No.
He's lying. Hey, if you're listening, he's lying. This is what we do when we go off air.
Yeah. We all pay each other with Ray's money.
Well, no, it's just crazy what people will pay money for these days, right? I mean, for me, I mean, money is nice, but I've never cared about money. I'm more of a guy that just I'm more of a farmer, you know. I like the farm life. I like being out and just like away from people. I like doing things that nobody would do, like clean up stalls, like, you know, like fucking like horse shit and clean up that stuff.
That sounds like fun.
Well, I mean, it's just it's to me, it's more easier to do that than dealing with racist people. I don't know. It's like, I have more fun staying away from crazy people that are ruining the world. I don't know why.
Hey, Coop, I could speak on that right now. Like, living up here, it is great. If I'm up at like 2 in the morning, I could come out here and play these drums as loud as I want to. I could blast music as loud as I want to, and I ain't bothering a living soul. You know, like it's...
That's awesome.
I just remember as a kid, because, you know, my mom be flickering the lights, you know, turn that shit down, you know, like up here.
That's kind of me whenever I try and like do podcasts is
Sorry, Mom.
I'm usually too loud all the time. So that's why I'm always like it's hard for me sometimes too, right? So but yeah, no, privacy is always great when it comes to helping yourself succeed with stuff. But yeah, wow. I think we've been doing this podcast for half an hour. Right? I think that's
really.
Yeah, it's been half an hour we've been on the air for.
Dude, time just clicks by, man, when we do this.
It really is. I just wanted to do you guys have anything else that you guys did throughout the week that you guys want to throw here?
Coop, my week, when I get up in the morning, I'm actually very kind of routine oriented. But I never know what the heck's going to happen day by day. That's why I just live it day by day, because it's something different every day. There's things that I want to do but never get done because this happens or that happens or God knows what. Yeah. So I learned to accept that.
You just have to wing it.
Exactly. So that's what I do. You know, just...
Hey, well, if you guys enjoyed this podcast, make sure you come here every Saturday morning now, because that's where you can find us. I'm putting this.
Hi, Mom. Mama Rock's in the chat.
What's up, Mama Rock? Shout out to Mama Rock. If you guys enjoy this, make sure you join us every Saturday morning at 9:00 a.m. For free. That's right, everybody. I'm putting this out there for free. I'm gonna do this week. But do you guys want to wrap it up? Do you guys have anything else you guys want to mention?
Dude, I honestly, I could talk forever, but so long as I'm around next Saturday, it's all good, baby.
Hey, well, I guess we'll have to start writing down a list of things that we talk about. But look, this is half an hour of us just having a good time, and we had fun today, right?
Always.
Yeah,
always.
It's always a good time. You know, it's so easy. You know, we none of us really give a shit about anything that, you know.
Oh, you said the brown word.
Oh, I did. Good job I left the room. So the thing is that my kids they're probably hurting themselves again right now. So it's...
Well, I'll tell you what. Do you want to just give yourself a quick plug, and then you can go make sure that you do your daddy daycare?
Yeah. Well, that's another thing about the money situation. I would love to be able to afford a babysitter. Mm-hmm. That would be heaven. So there's just one moment. Just please give me a moment's peace. No,
hey, Dave, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you'll get your moment's peace when...
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, these kids changed my life and everything, but wow, it's hard. Dad life is hard. But no, so if you want to go follow me on Twitter, it's Danks Dayton, and I just hope that everyone comes back next Saturday for the Morning Glory podcast once again.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and make sure you go check out his second Twitter account. Oh, maybe the first one at some point, but go check out Danks Dayton on Twitter. Hey, thanks so much for having for coming here today, bud. RayRoc,
no problem. Thank you.
Do you want to give yourself a quick plug as well?
I usually plug myself at night, Coop.
You are rechargeable, right?
Oh, I am. Always. I'm on. I just go and go and go and go.
So you took that as a battery joke. I was thinking that something was going somewhere that it shouldn't.
I'm trying to keep it clean.
That's where it went. It was battery joke.
I try and keep it clean rather than go with the dirty material first. But yeah,
see, I forget it's still early. Yeah.
Dayton, do you want to just continue on with your plug here before we end it?
No, I'll let Ray do all the plugging now. He seems to enjoy it.
RayRoc, where can people find you?
Actually, you know that question better than I do, Coop.
Your Twitter account, RayRoc421, right?
Thank you. I always forget that. I forgot that's the important part. I'm just used to the RayRoc.
421. You gotta remember put that. He originally meant to put 420, but apparently some other RayRoc is using RayRoc 420.
Who does that? I want to know the other 420 people that you are. Never mind. Tried just one dumbass rocking my name. Anyway.
And yeah, make sure you go check them both out on their social media accounts. And make sure you go check out patreon.com/CoopTheComedian if you enjoyed this Morning Glory podcast. You can listen to ones during the week as well for Patreon only for $1 a month. It really is like I can pull out $1 if I had change right now out of my pocket, but apparently I don't. I think I left it downstairs or something. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, lucky for some. Lucky for some.
There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, $1 for Patreon. If anybody,
I got $1. I got $1. Hey. Sorry.
Come on, people, go start supporting artists that want to support their dreams. Like, if this is too much for you guys, like I know it's hard to build trust, but we are a family here, and it's all about trust with us. So. Yeah, no, I really appreciate it. And make sure you go check out my recent stand-up comedy. I've released a free joke out there. What do you guys think of my Scavengers joke?
Oh my god.
I liked it.
That caught me off guard. Oh man.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm okay. So if anybody, I told a new joke, and basically what the joke is, the Avengers movie is coming out, and I'm trying to do a spin-off of it, and I'm calling it the Scavengers. So it's like, so if anybody doesn't get that, raccoon, there's a raccoon in the thing, it's called Rocket, and obviously they're scavengers, right? So that's basically what the joke is about. So it's just
thank God I caught it.
All right, well,
I got a few brain cells left rolling around up here.
I need to know if I need to work on the joke or not. But yes, we are a family, Rayshawn. Shout out to Rayshawn. Shout out to Kim, who is here live today. Shout out to Linda.
Love you, Kim.
Right? Urban. Oh, my God. Urban was here as well. Shout out to my boy, Urban.
Was he? How'd I miss him?
Urban Heretic is one of my fam.
There he is.
Yeah. Urban, shout out to you if he's still here. He's working hard. Love him like a brother, so make sure you go check him out as well. And thank everybody for joining us for the Morning Glory podcast. We'll see you guys next Saturday. Thanks everybody for being here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Love you, Ma.
I love everyone. We all do. We love everyone.
Amen to that.